Hi friends, welcome back to another Tesla Stock Weekly Analysis. Tesla stock price is $2,000. And as usual, let's go to the charts, then the news. Tesla stock price is around $2,000 now, and as I was mentioning that every wedge up, there will be some sort of small retracements before pushing up. The same thing happens here, here, and here. So every wedge up, not the wedge sideways, but the wedge up followed by a small retracements before pushing upwards. One of the reasons why I think that the stock shot up a lot, other than the stock split news, is because I actually missed out on something, and some of you pointed this one out. Although there were mini wedges over here, on the bigger picture there is actually quite a big wedge, and I will draw this out for you. I'll draw this and I'll change the color to maybe green. So if I were to draw like two lines here, you notice that this is one major big ass wedge. Look at this. A wedge down is usually a very big bullish movement. So if you combine the 2 months worth of stock consolidating sideways to a wedge in, this big push up looks pretty normal. And if you go back far long ago, back in 2018 2019, where the stock price, remember those times in 2018 2019, you see this big wedge over here, this wedging in before it shot all the way up. So now we are facing the same thing again over here. It took a long while to form this wedge, but it is worth the wait, and the price has shot upwards. So right now there is no resistance point. We need to wait a while for the charts to show us some sort of resistance point. So as of right now, I'm still really bullish, and the stock price looks like it's going to move upwards over the long term. Looking at the charts, I do not see a ceiling for Tesla stock right now. The move is so bullish upwards. We do not know exactly what's happening behind. Maybe the shorts are covering, or maybe a lot of funds are adding in. All this kind of stuff we cannot see as a small retail investor. But from my own experience is that you do not bet on the stock price going down, because high can always go higher. So I hope that helped a lot. Before I move on to the news, I really appreciate an early thumbs up. It tells the YouTube to reach more people. Thank you. So Tesla received a $100 million investment from Panasonic to increase battery production. Currently, Tesla has 13 lines of production and 100 million adds on the extra line. Production capacity will be increased by 10% to about 39 gigawatts per hour. So this is my take. Do you guys remember those FUD news previously talking about the souring relationship with Panasonic when Tesla bought over Maxwell, and the news that followed that for about a year? I told you it's nothing to worry about multiple times. So how did I know? It is actually a pretty simple logic. Tesla needs batteries and they cannot produce enough. So it doesn't take a genius to figure that out. Model Y started pre-orders in China. It's funny how I just talked about that last Friday, saying that deliveries will be starting at the end of the year in China, and boom, this news comes out. Tesla just updated their website with this. This wallpaper has gotten lots of people to speculate. However, if I were to speculate, I would go with Omar's thoughts. Omar is not just funny, but a pretty smart ass dude. Sometimes I think he's too smart for his own good, and getting sued like donkey like Aaron Greenspan for nothing. Anyways, the case is closed, and I want to bring you special attention to his tweets suggesting that the background is a hint at silicon nanowire anode. This silicon nanowire anode compared to other chemistry looks like a leap in technology, means batteries are getting more energy dense and the competition is screwed. This information will be revealed on Battery Investors Day. This article talks about Tesla's competition in China. There are plenty of startups in China. Competition is getting heated, but Tesla enjoys an overwhelming advantage. This is my take. Tesla has 20% market share in China among the 150 companies that produces EVs. So think about what I said and suck it down your throat. 20% share among competition with 150 companies, and still adding on, there will only be one Tesla and no second Tesla. None. I see none. I talked about NIO and XPeng many times. NIO can't build their own cars, and this XPeng is like another copycat. I will start to take them seriously when I see NIO building their own cars and signs of scaling. Else, that's really not worth talking about them. Lucid Air releases a vehicle that covers 517 miles range, a 28% improvement over the longest range EV currently available, which is the Tesla Model S Long Range Plus. And it charges faster too. So this is my take. Since we are talking about the competition, I get this all the freaking time, so let's talk. Lucid Air, faster, further, nicer, and more aerodynamic. Yeah, right, guys, stop believing whatever shit others write. You notice that Lucid Air didn't display how big the battery pack is? I believe it's going to be a huge ass battery pack, and of course, it's going to go further and faster. My donkey can do that kind of engineering. Mark my words on the battery pack. Think about the Porsche Taycan. Double the price and horrible range versus the Model S. Why is the Taycan a little bit faster? No, it is not technology. No, Taycan has 2 gears, and that's like playing cheat. Tesla doesn't have 2 gears because it's much more reliable. Also, high voltage architecture is not a very smart move because there are other sacrifices like battery density. So regarding competition, there's no competition yet. I wish to see more competition. It's better for the world, but I really do not see any yet. Concluding this video, this week's episode highlights Tesla ever-growing lead and still not too late to invest in Tesla. You got to be like a long-term investor. Though Tesla can swing up and down $100 a day, the world haven't realized how big of a deal Tesla is yet. There's too many dumbasses around till one day they look around and around them are just Teslas. By then, it will be too late. Anyway, thanks for the early thumbs up. Invest safe.